Hey, welcome back to What's Hot in Tucson 2021. Now, you may have heard and you may have seen on Facebook about this thing called TheRock.Show and scratch your head and wondered what the heck it is. Well, we're going right back into Tucson. We are going to be joined with Mary Fong-Walker and Tama Higuchi to tell us about TheRock.Show. Lauren, Peter, take it away.
Okay.
So good to see you guys.
Yeah.
Me too.
Well, can you tell us about what this newfangled thing is? What's going on? What drove you guys to do this?
Well, somebody had a crazy idea, and it was a bunch of programmers headed up by Jolien of Mindat fame. And he basically said, you know, in these times where everything's shutting down, how can we get everybody together in the community? And he was thinking, we were all thinking at the time as a substitute for the shows. So we thought, okay, sure, we'll sponsor this. I had no idea what we were getting into, honest. So we pulled together a bunch of people and we said, okay, ideally, if you wanted to run a show, what would it look like? And he came up with this crazy architecture that's a bunch of bubbles. And then we started talking, and it's going to be international, and we want to have dealers in. And then, well, we need museums in, and we need clubs in, and we need anybody that makes up the community, because that's the essence of why we love Tucson and why we love the shows. We all get together someplace.
Yeah.
But we can't do it now. We've got a pandemic going on. We kind of briefly see each other maybe on a live on Instagram or Facebook or something like that, but there's really no way for everybody to get together. So we started building this platform. We wrote Tama in and said, hey, we need a designer. Would you help us with all that? So all the logo work, all the artwork, she came up with, and we all kind of worked together as a team and agreed on everything. And Tama's going to give a demonstration of how everything works. But the whole idea is, how can we bring the mineral community online and create space for it? Right now, it's very fragmented. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, and the algorithms aren't working, you can't find anybody.
Yeah. Or
Or your listings aren't back up. I don't know, how many times I've heard complaints from the various dealers that it's shaky. And this has been their lifeline to stay alive. All the dealers I know, they were lucky if they've had one show to do during this whole time. Real lucky. And some of them have been able to make the switch to online platforms like Instagram or Facebook, but it hasn't been easy, and it's been a struggle. But we're seeing that transform, where more and more people are online, more and more collectors are shopping online. I mean, we've got people that I never expected to see shop online and buy a rock.
yeah.
Very good friends of ours who really never touched a computer before are doing it. And part of it is just to see everybody. And part of it is to see rocks. Some people have said, hey, I'm buying more rocks online than I ever do at a show. I don't have hotel expenses. I don't have travel expenses. And what the hell else am I going to do right now?
Yeah.
But look at
And that's another thing is a lot of younger collectors, such as myself, we're busy with school, we're busy with college, we're younger, so we don't have the funds to travel. So the Rock Show is also, as a supplement to Tucson, a great way for these younger folks or people that can't travel as much to interact with the community on a larger scale.
So is this show going to be happening just during Tucson? Is it a constant show? Are you guys doing April as well? I mean, I know you guys are rolling it out right now, but how is that working?
Right now, it's basically a soft open. It's a proof of concept sort of thing. And it'll open up officially this Saturday and run for 2 weeks, just to coincide with what we know as the normal Tucson days. We'll also open it up again in April for the Tucson Redux that's happening, or people think will be happening. But we're now, even in the last few weeks, we're going to keep open the platform so that people can use it as a resource. The museums love the idea, because where can people find them? Do you know that the Welch Museum has minerals? Do you know Scotland? And these are people that are putting up booths in our show. So we're gathering all these people. We want to reach out to all the clubs because like a lot of people don't know that there are mineral clubs in their community. So we want to put that on. If they've got special programs, they'll be able to put on. And the dealers, this will be a resource list. How do you get a hold of them? Their website, their Instagram, their Facebook, all of that will be listed. So we'll keep the inventory will go dark for the dealers at the end of the show, but their listings will still be up. So you'll be able to contact them.
Oh, great. That's a fantastic way to do it. So how does it work?
Tama, you want to show people?
Well, we're about to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share and show you guys how the platform works and kind of give you a virtual tour. So when you enter TheRock.Show, this is what you're going to see. Can everybody see this?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So essentially what you have here is all of the different shows kind of grouped together. So each of these large bubbles are one show. So today we're going to focus on the Mineral Show and the Masterpiece Show.
Okay.
So the Mineral Show is going to be, well, you know, your average mineral specimens. This is where a lot of collectors are going to shop. So when you click here, you're going to see different rooms and dealers. So these rooms here are going to host some dealers, and then some of them out here are the platinum dealers. So these dealers have purchase booths that allow them to be kind of up front and center in the show. So if we want to zoom in on, let's say, the Miami room, you're going to click this and you're going to see different dealers inside. So let's go ahead and visit the Enchanted Minerals, which is hosted by Aaron and Philip. So once you zoom in, you're going to see all of this information for the dealer. And down here, you're going to see email, Instagram, Facebook, all of these links that you can contact dealers with.
Yeah.
And then when you scroll down, you'll see all of their listings. So some dealers are going to be using TheRock.Show to show off and present new inventory that they haven't shared before. So Erin, what she's doing here today, or actually tomorrow, is debuting her very fun little pistachio Carlsbad twin orthoclase specimens.
Pseudomorphs. God,
Yes,
it's Aaron, so we have to remember it's pseudomorphs.
Absolutely. So you can just scroll through, look at all these listings, and then if you want to visit other dealers, you can just click on another one and visit. So as you can see here, dealers can upload both photos and videos of their specimens. So this is the...
There's a chat function as well. So does that allow multiple people to be like looking at the same thing and so they can share conversations and observations on different specimens?
Absolutely. And even further, what you can do if you want to buy a specimen, for example, this floret with calcite, you can click this talk button. And if you're interested or if you want to buy this, it'll automatically fill into the chat with a message that you can send. Okay. And you can send messages privately or publicly. So you can talk in the chat or directly to the dealer.
So I see that it says visitor name. So are you entering that name, or is it, you know, you can see who's in that at the moment? Like, how does that work?
I believe
when you register, your name will pop up in there. The only people that can participate in the chat or to buy in the dialogue will be registered visitors. Okay. Anybody can come to the site and browse around for free. That's fine. But to participate, we need them registered so that we know who they are. So the dealer knows who they are.
Do you pay for that registration?
Nope, it's free.
Free. So you can just sign up, and I'm guessing sign up's easy to do and all of that.
Yes.
Yep.
I was able to do it, so yes, it's easy.
It's quite straightforward. You can use your email or your Facebook account, or you can sign up with your own username and password. It's all up to you.
Oh, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you show them your booth?
Okay, I am getting there. So let's just take a look at just one other room in here. So here's another room. So each of these rooms is kind of named. We have like a fun little name for it. And you're, as a dealer, you're kind of assigned to these rooms so that there's an even distribution. So, you know, Arkfeld's in here. Again, photos and videos. And as you can see here, you can upload several images and scroll through those.
Got it.
So is there a search function built into this?
Yes. So
Because-
let's say
You may know that I have a predilection for Mexican minerals. So
that's right.
what I want to do is find everything that's on this from Mexico. Can I do that?
You
Let's
will be able to. Right now, the search function is just for vendors and vendor items within that vendor.
Uh-huh.
We are going to be doing a more global, robust search thing for April. It's a lot of coding work, and the guys have been working really hard. But yes, we hope to be able to do it. So, Peter, you can search for Mexican minerals across the entire platform.
And a fluorite collector can search for fluorite, and
Yeah.
a
That's
tourmaline
the-
collector can.
Yeah, like right now, within this dealer, see, she just searched for calcite.
And
Yeah.
now all you're going to see are calcite specimens.
Got it.
Oh,
Yep.
that's great.
And
So
so,
one
can the
last-
dealers
Oh, go ahead.
also exports? Like, if they've done all this information, like, are they able to like still keep all that information? It's not like they, Facebook where you can do a write up, but then you can't export it to an Excel or anything like that, or
Well, they're loading it up from Instagram. Oh, the load ups can come from Instagram, Facebook, Etsy, eBay, WhatsApp, WeChat, some
Oh,
Russian
wow.
thing I don't even know about. So we're adding all sorts of ways that dealers who are online already have listings. They can pull it in, or you can do a direct.
that's
And-
fantastic.
And when we take down their inventory, we're just hiding it. We're not going to eliminate it. So they'll still have access.
Fantastic. This is such a great platform for both consumers and dealers.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you can see from here, we've got organizations. So that's where all the museums are right now.
Yep. So clubs, organizations, they get booths in here. Let's take a look at the MSSC. So as you can see, just lots of information. You can host Zoom calls. You can put your Zoom links in here in case you want to do face-to-face meetings with, customers or people who are interested in your organization.
Or
And you
talks.
can just, yeah, exactly. And then you can just add whatever, club information here in your booth.
That's fantastic. So what does your booth look like, Tama?
I'm almost there. Just one more thing I want to show
Okay,
you here in
sorry.
the middle room.
God,
So
that's
one
the
last
second
thing.
request. Oh my God. You're
So one last thing I want to show you guys is just our little about page for the Rock.Show itself. I didn't know we had this. So right here, we just have a little about page just to show, who's, running this, because this is a platform that's hosted for mineral enthusiasts by mineral enthusiasts. I can't say that word, enthusiasts. So if you want to learn more about, who's behind this project, you can just come right here to our Rock Show icon in the Mineral Show.
Was that Rock Courier on the National Lampoon?
Yes, I believe so. See. Yep, right here. Okay, so that's about it for the Mineral Show. So now I'm going to show you the Masterpiece Show. So the Masterpiece Show here is for, the very, very high-end mineral dealers, mineral specimens, as well as mineral art, mineral carvings, like the Dreyer works. So this is where you're going to find, the really, really high-end stuff and the stuff that kind of goes more into the artistic side of the community. So as you guys requested, I will go ahead and show you my room, which is right here in the Flagstaff room. So as you can see, those colors are funky. You can go through these listings, prints and such. And what you can do is you can click on an image if you want a closer look and actually zoom in and, get a better idea of what you might be looking at.
Got
For
it.
people who don't know who Tama is, these are paintings that she has done by herself of, I believe, of your own collection, correct?
Some of them are my own collection and others are commissions. Like this is from the Span collection. This is Cal Kevorkian.
Click on one of them so the viewers can see.
Absolutely.
Oh,
There you go.
Mexico, always.
There you go. San Francisco Mom. That's a really great piece. I had a lot of fun painting this. But from here, I want to go ahead and show you guys kind of, if you're a dealer, what things will look like if you're trying to edit your booth and add things in. So here you can, input all of your links, all of your information, channels for your customers to contact you. You can put in a little description here, talk about what you're selling, what you're all about. You can put opening and closing time. So if there's a certain time frame that you're going to be active on the Rock.Show and you're going to be able to answer questions, you can put your time in here using the 24-hour clock, military time, just so people know when you're going to be active in the booth.
Fantastic.
And then down here, you can upload all of your listings. And if you want to add a new item, you just click here and you can just add in your name. You can add price and etc. And I'll actually go back and show you an existing listing so that you can see here, once you input that information, you can then upload your images that show the product.
That is fantastic.
So you can have multiple images of any one product.
Yes. So if I go back here, it's going to take me back. I can upload multiple images and you can scroll through. This is a big painting. And you can, you know, upload close-up images, you know, give an idea of how big the item is, just so your customers will get a better idea of what you're trying to sell.
Can you do a mix of images and videos?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, that's tricky to do, and it can be a little challenging. It depends on how long your videos are. We can't allow large videos in here, so no half-hour video discourse on the beauties of Mexican mineral are allowed.
Sorry, Peter. So
I'll do it in 2 minutes, and I'll do it in Spanish. That'll be equally obnoxious.
Well, that's another thing. It is a global community, so that's totally fine. In fact, I'll go back and show you in the Miami room. Open Pit Minerals is a mineral dealer in Europe. And as you can see here, you can do listings. These videos are loading. You can do listings in, let's see. Okay, it looks like the prices aren't posted here, but we support different currencies. So you can list your specimens in euros and USD, etc. And then that also kind of gives an idea of, you know, where this dealer is.
Yeah.
Some great chrysocolla specimens. I love that.
I think if you go to the top of his, it'll show a French flag, so you have an idea of where he's located.
Let's see here. Yep, right here. It'll tell you the location.
Okay, wow.
So,
and then if you look in time and events, the times will be in your time zone. So even though he's going to input it in wherever he is in France, it'll show what time it is in Tucson.
So no need for conversion.
That is wild. I love that. And then also, because say you're looking at it through Chrome, you have the translate feature and things like that are available to you, right?
Absolutely.
That is great.
We really focused on developing this platform so that it was easy to use for people all over the world, because, you know, even in Tucson, people from all over the globe come and interact as a community.
Yeah. So what are these other icons?
So these are other shows: Fossil Show, Metaphysical, Gem. I'm not quite sure if these are ready for the soft opening in February. Mary, do you want to talk more?
Yeah, we're going to have a few fossil people, a few meteorite people. We're going to have a wholesale section where people who have registered will be allowed to shop at wholesale so that we can protect the wholesale dealers. There are going to be a few areas that are closed temporarily, but are opening in April. The jewelry section, the beads section will be closed for right now because those dealers have to get their, it's a new platform for them. The mineral dealers are actually the most savvy about how to do these things, but each one of those symbols were drawn to represent an area. And you can see down below, they're also listed, which is another way to get into the show, which is kind of an explanation for what those symbols are.
Okay.
There we go.
And then there's always a directory down below. So you can approach getting into a booth from certain levels. You don't have to go to the bubble. You can go to these directories and pull it up. We also have a thing, we're going to have a thing where you can look at them alphabetically to find people, as well as search for them. So if you're looking for a particular dealer and you know that like Enchanted Minerals has what you want right now, you can find them multiple ways.